Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and this is episode 1 of the Mind of the Maker Let's Play series that I'm going to be doing for my Escapecraft style map. And for those of you who don't know about it, about a month or two ago, I actually announced that I was going to be making a Let's Play around the creation, the designing, concepting of a map in Minecraft. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I believe I specifically stated before that it was going to be an adventure map, when that's not the case. It's actually going to be more like an Escapecraft style map. So it's not going to be like freely adventuring around and finding clues in that sense. I don't know, they have a lot of similarities, but no matter. Anyway, so what I wanted to start off with in the first couple of episodes of the series was showing you guys a couple small devices that I've made, some different concepts, and seeing what kinds of things you guys like best. So yeah, why don't we get right into it? I'll show you guys that thing after I show you this thing over here, and I actually need to prepare it because I don't think it's prepared right now, but it's not too difficult to get the thing up and running again. Yep. Okay, so this is what I need to do. So I need to place that there, which is covering up that wall. Bah. I don't know if you guys heard that. But anyway, so I place this right here, and I'll place two trapdoors right here. They can be either open or closed, but it doesn't matter. So I'll show you guys how the device works. Okay, so the ground is torn out here. And let's hit this button. So essentially what that'll do is it'll push these two trapdoors forward, and then it'll retract these two snow blocks which are in here, which will tear out these trapdoors here and make them items you can pick up, which is not really necessary, but it's the only way that I have found that you can actually push a hole forward. No other way works that I found. But yeah, and I've also tried this with like the ability to push a ladder forward instead of a trapdoor, but unfortunately it just forces the ladder out of place the first time the snow blocks get pushed. So essentially how this works is it works off of this general device right here, and what this is when I hit this button here. Is there a sheep on top of here? No, I was going to say, if there was, I probably wouldn't be able to see him because it's all white up here. Anyway, so when I hit this button, both of these pistons will fire, and they'll fire at the same time. So I took that concept over here. Well, I wasn't really thinking about that concept, but I was more or less thinking about how could I get a hole in the ground to reveal itself, and that's how I came up with this device here. So I got the button right behind here, and what it does is it applies a redstone current to this, and it will actually power this first, and then it'll power this. And the reason why this ends up working the way it does is simply because of how short of a piston loop thing this is. What happens is redstone current gets applied to this, then applied to this one before this one loses it. So as a result, let me grab myself a switch here. What'll happen is this one will receive power first, and as soon as this piston, which will be closed at the time, as soon as this piston reaches this point, then it will open. So let me try and show you guys that one more time. So yeah, I'm thinking about making this on a much larger scale. I do believe it would be possible, though I'm not really a whole lot sure. But that's something that I do plan on making in the future. So yeah, that's that device. The next device that I'm going to show you guys is sort of like what I had in mind was if I could make a door mechanism where, like, for example, I could hit this button and then run towards a wall, and then the door would close as I ran through it. And then it would close really, really fast like that. So the idea would be to scare the user into thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to make it, sort of thing. And the way this device actually works is, and it's much more complicated than it needs to be, but essentially I have two redstone lines that split off onto either side, one of which the redstone line runs under here, runs under there, and then it only powers the top set. The other one, the other redstone line, powers the bottom set and the right set. And I could technically make it so that these both, there only needed to be one redstone line, but I found it easier just to split it up in this fashion. But yeah, so what happens is the redstone line follows this way, hits this redstone torch, which will deactivate it, which will activate this one, and it will retract all of these pistons and those ones, or this particular line will retract all of these pistons in the specific order I've set. And then it'll do the same thing for that on the rest of the line, because you see the redstone line comes up here, hits this torch, and continues. So that'll cause those ones up there, or no, these ones down here. Wow, I've just stumbled over my words. But if you guys if you guys end up taking a look at it, then you can see how it works, in a sense. Anyways, so as soon as the redstone hits this line, as you can see, I have a set of repeaters set up, and each one will fire slower than, the one before it. So you can see this is 1 tick, 2 tick, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 ticks. So it ends up working the same way on every level. But this thing over here is an absolute mess, and I admit to it. What happens here is, as you guys saw, when I hit the button, or the switch, this will stay open for almost exactly 4 seconds before it actually starts to close. And the way I accomplish that is this whole redstone line connects to every single one of these. So what happens is the redstone line hits this right here, this 2 tick, and I'll just pay attention carefully. It'll hit that, and before that one runs out, this one kicks in. Before this one runs out, this one kicks in, and then that one kicks in. So it ends up going for about 4 seconds. Although this sort of mess that I have under here is a lot more complicated than I need to make it. For those of you that don't know, by the way, I did shooting this episode, and I ended up posting it earlier today, but I did have to I had to remake it for various reasons. I won't get into on this channel. You can check out my second channel if you want. I might get into it there. But anyways, so yeah, if we head over here, I actually made the device a whole lot simpler, and I've demoed it with this door opening right here. So when I hit the button, the door will open really, really fast, stay open for about 5 seconds or so, 4 or 5 seconds, and then it will close. And the way this one works is it's much simpler and much easier to follow. When I hit this button, redstone current will pass to this, and it'll split off into these repeaters. Now I have a set of repeaters on the right and a set of repeaters on the left, and they all connect in some way, shape, or form. But so what happens is this repeats its line really fast, really fast, really fast, really fast, and it opens the door right away. But what ends up what these 3 repeaters act to do is they keep the line active. So when I hit the button, you can see that this strand starts to power, and by the time it hits this one, it'll keep this line powered, and it'll keep the entire thing powered, because if it hits this one and this one's active, it'll power this line and power it all the way down that way. It is really quite difficult to explain, but if you think about it, it kind of tricks the redstone line into staying active. So it serves the purpose that I wanted for that device over there in a much smaller package. Yeah, so you can kind of see how that ends up working out as well. Yeah. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this particular video, and let me know what you guys thought of these specific devices. But either way, and yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, I plan on having the first 5 or so episodes with me designing and concepting and making things, and behind the scenes, I'm going to actually be making the level designs themselves. And what I plan on doing is I'm going to have all of these traps, or not traps, but like these devices, in various places around this map, and I'm going to make schematics for them in MC Edit, and then I'm going to export them into my my map that I end up making. If that was all over your head, don't even worry about it. You guys will definitely end up understanding as the video goes along. So before I end this video, however, I'm going to show you guys 2 more devices, and I know that I've been rambling on here for a little while, but first device that I'm going to show you guys over here is just another one that I had in mind, and that was being able to make a waterfall appear out of the wall. And the way I ended up accomplishing this, very similar to what I did over there, except I did it on 2 layers. Since this one redstone repeater will power both of these, I did it on 2 levels. So now if you look at this, you could technically make a water ladder out of this. It wouldn't actually be a water ladder in the sense of like the trickery that you can do with water. It just makes it so it has a water stream that you could climb up. So, you know, we could do that right here. We could climb our way right up, and this could be another stage or something. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the basic idea of that sort of stuff. The last device that I'm going to show you guys is right over here though. And for those of you I had asking in the first version of this video if I was going to implement the item duplicator into this at all, for like an elevator or something, the answer is going to be no, because Jeb, the main coder for Minecraft, does actually plan on removing that glitch within the next couple of days here. So yeah, oh crap, I think I need to open up this door here. Let's see, I think I may have like, I was messing, yeah, I know what I need to do. I ended up screwing this up earlier because of, because if you guys had seen the first version of this episode, I closed this and then quickly ran out the door. But essentially what this room is, this might be very similar, it may or may not be very similar to the first room you end up encountering in the map. And essentially what happens is you might spawn in this room, you see daylight outside, ooh, what's going on, I'm trapped. And the rules will be in a first room or something. But then you go over here, hit this switch, and you're like, ooh, there's a wall there, must open it. And then you get shot with an arrow. Let me set the time to day here because I just had a timing glitch. Time day. There we go. So what this switch does is when I hit the switch, it just fires an arrow from that dispenser over there after it opens up this wall, and then afterwards it opens up that door. So let me do that one more time. And then it opens up that door. So and I'm going to take this to a much larger scale if I do end up implementing it to make it so that a lot of dispensers hit you so that you take a lot of damage or something, maybe even death if you're not careful. I don't really know. I'm still experimenting with concepts and designs and whatnot. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this particular video. And I hope you got something out of it. Just leave me your comments and your feedback and let me know what you guys think. Either way though, my name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.